I'm 1 year old. I always liked a little danger, even back then. I was a Hollywood stunt woman, taking bike hits, high falls, car hits, stair falls.
Surrounded by frickin' idiots.
I broke both my feet jumping out of a helicopter onto the roof of the tallest building in Los Angeles. I realized when I couldn't walk and was crying alone in my bedroom, I needed to forgive myself for judging my mother for leaving. My name is Hannah Kozak. I am a documentary fine arts photographer living in Los Angeles, making plans to publish my first monograph. The genesis of my project, He Threw the Last Punch Too Hard, goes back to 1969. I was 9 years old when my mother left my father for another man. From 9 to 14 years old, I witnessed my mother's second husband abuse her during the weekends I spent with them. In 1974, I walked down the long, gray hallway at UCLA Hospital to find my mother unconscious in her bed. My life, her life, my siblings and my father's lives all changed from that moment on. My mother, Raquel Zarco, was a beautiful, passionate, vivacious, and fiery Guatemalan Sofia Loren who danced the flamenco. Even though she suffered permanent disability from domestic violence, she never lost her kindness, belief in love, and hope. As my mother's body deteriorated, her right hand turning in more, her soul flourished. She refused to be covered with the veil of pity. She is comfortable in silence and is fully present in the moment. I never planned to show these photos when I made them, but I've learned that by sharing my story, that may help others on their path to healing. I began He Threw the Last Punch Too Hard 29 years after she was forced into a nursing home as a way to process my feelings towards a mother I had never truly known. By photographing her, I brought closure to an open wound I've had my entire life. In the process, I grew to love my mother. On this road to acceptance, I experienced my raw emotions through the safe distance of a camera lens. My camera brought me a connection point and a separation that I needed. I wasn't in complete command. The photos commanded me, and I allowed them. My camera transformed my terror, my rage, my sadness and anger into memory and story. May these photos inspire someone else to leave an abusive relationship and be set free before it's too late for them. I am planning to publish a monograph of He Threw the Last Punch Too Hard in partnership with Photo Evidence, a publishing house and activist organization that supports documentary photography focused on human rights and social justice. Please join me and Photo Evidence in telling this intimate and powerful story of my mother, a domestic violence survivor. These photos tell my mother's story of isolation, loneliness, abuse, connection, compassion, forgiveness, family, humanity, grace, joy, inspiration, and love. My mother is a symbol of perseverance. What's the hardest thing you've ever done? The hardest thing I ever did was realizing I needed to heal my relationship with my mother.